let's go.
Love and Live Show. Motivation speakers. Positive affirmation. Tune in every week. We need a Monday family meeting.
Elijah always cheating.
Relationship advice on Wednesday so you don't go creeping. Thursday game time. Come in and unwind. Friday night shout out time. Creators grind and shine. Pop up at the pop up. Shop up at the shop up. Get your bomb.com seasons for your potluck. Tropical morning for your royalty. Love and Live Empire bringing all the heat. Heat. It's time to turn up. You wanna taste that heat? Try to taste the heat. Hot sauce, that sweet heat is banging like this beat. Chocolate burning, love, mild watermelon. Heat. Dynamite's the truth. Have you
Elijah, favorite nephew, Lenora. She know it's the truth. Chris.
Everybody love Chris. Love and Live Show.
It's the love and live show. It's the love and live show.
Love and Live.
It's the love and live
We be laughing, having fun.
Get up and stay. Love and live. Get up and stay. Love and live.
Love and live each day as if it was your last.
The love and live show.
Smooches.
The love and live show. Love and live.
Yep.
Visit Love and Live Shots.com.
Baby, this is our night alone. No kids, nobody, just us. We're gonna do some amazing things and explore each other. We're gonna do new things that nobody expected. Baby, we have all night long. Chocolate and chicken wings. All night long, chocolate and chicken wings. You know I like it when you do what we do. You bring the chocolate and I'll bring the chicken wings. Our time together is so special. We're making love together, but we are, yes we are. All night long, chocolate and chicken wings. 'Cause you know I like it. All night long, chocolate and chicken wings. Baby, it's just me and you. Tonight we're gonna feel each other right. Moving each other down and up around. And baby, this is what we're gonna do tonight. Aphrodisiac is the name of the game to make us swear. Come on, baby, let's do this right. And let's make this a joyful night. Oh, yeah. All night long, chocolate and chicken wings. 'Cause you know I like it. All night long, and chocolate and chicken wings.
Hello. How is everybody doing today? Welcome in. It's not Monday family meeting, but it is relationship advice. Every Wednesday here on the Love and Live Show, we do a segment called Relationship Advice. We chop it up with you guys. We take comments in the chat. We also have some other questions that we come up with, and we ask and just have a nice discussion. All right. So how you feeling today, Queen Lenore? Are you ready to get into some relationship advice?
Yes.
Are you ready?
I am ready. I feel better than I did on Monday. Definitely better than Sunday.
You feeling good?
Just better.
So you're feeling better.
Better.
And if y'all don't know, Queen Lenore, she had fallen under the weather. She was having a little bit of a time. You know, it was something that was spreading. I even had it at a time. It just was spreading throughout the household. And so Queen Lenore got it, and she was not feeling that. And good thing that she's feeling better now, though. In a better place. Because there was a whole day she went and she didn't even eat a single thing. So, and we already know Queen Lenore, she used to be on that stuff, but now she at least be eating nowadays. For her to not eat, she's problematic. We don't do it, but anyway.
It's hard for me to get back on drinking water because my mouth tastes like
metallic. It's got this metal
it's,
taste to it, and that's what she keeps saying. That to me, I don't understand the metal taste. Because do you still get the metal taste when you drink like a fruity beverage or like a flavored drink?
I don't think I taste it as much.
Well, when you're drinking straight water, you don't
that's all you. It's a metal. But I'm not even drinking nothing else. It's just it's hard to drink.
It could have had done something. So please pray for Queen Lenore and pray that she recovers her taste buds and not tasting metal no more.
Yeah, and I gotta make a doctor's
she's messing
appointment,
up
y'all.
her water intake, not drinking that water. But anyway,
I gotta make a doctor's appointment.
And yes, and
Adventures.
she's been had. Okay, first of all, this is relationship advice. We're gonna talk about Queen Lenore's relationship with her health, okay, and also her favorite nephew. So, getting into the conversation,
Where's he at?
I had told her even on live to file an appointment. Did she file this appointment? She's overdue on filing an appointment, and for whatever reason, she want to avoid the doctors like it's not just up the street.
Because for like 5 months straight, yes, for like 5 months straight, I was going to the doctors almost every week.
And you ain't been going.
So for 2 months, I got a break, and he keep wanting to send me back to the doctor.
Go up the street. It's not like it's a.
I don't care where it's at. It get tired of going to the doctor.
All you need was a one month buffer at the most.
I can't do it. Just. Sorry, y'all got to bear with this argument, but
I'm just saying we got to get this stuff resolved.
I have a rash right here is why I need to go. I don't know where this rash is from.
And you was also having some other stuff.
Oh my goodness, Elia.
Yes. So anyway,
those things are done.
Mm-hmm.
Now I just got to deal with the rash.
And now we got to go for this metallic tasting.
That's because I was sick.
Yeah. So anyway, you might as well throw everything at them while you're over there, since you only want to go so sparingly. But anyway, we talking about relationship advice. Well, I was throwing up the thumbnail for our new video that's coming out. Let me throw up the thumbnail for this relationship topic for today. All right, so if you guys don't know, every week Queen Lenore does not know the title or thumbnail. But last week we did something that was a little bit different. I let you guys know what we were going to be talking about this week, but probably forgot by now. So we're going to go ahead and pop this up for you guys so you guys can see as well as Queen Lenore. You most likely clicking this video have already seen what it is, but we got this right here. All right. So girlfriend went on a date with what?
Coworker.
She went on a date with the coworker.
Why is the girlfriend going on a date?
Okay. So this is the situation. Well, we do got to introduce people. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get into the title.
Get into the title.
The title, okay, the title for today is, all right. Oh, I'm trying to get it together for myself. She had a good time with her coworker, all right? And, you know, we put some parentheses here on the good time.
Yeah.
So she had a good time with the coworker.
So apparently she really didn't have a good time.
Well, I mean, we'll see. Maybe she had too good of a time. You don't know what angle we come from here. But anyway, like Queen Lenore alluded to earlier, we do have some people in the chat. So we're going to go ahead and welcome somebody in who is herself. She's uniquely herself. All right. We've got I am Shakita D. Queen Lenore was forgetting that I am. She said, you know, we got Shakita in the building. Let me talk. My girl in the building. Let me talk a little something. We got Shakita D in here. She said, hey,
Shakita, I
beautiful
love
people.
her.
What it do? And she said, oh, shoot. You know, it's going crazy. It's going crazy over here. So
Because he be bothering me, y'all.
we got,
And y'all don't ever get on him for bothering me.
I don't know necessarily what's going on with the bothering. I know Queen Lenore does often do that sometimes. And I hope that y'all can really bear with her. But with that being said, we're going to go ahead and resume with this conversation.
So go ahead.
That's not what we're going to be talking about just yet. We're not talking about the title and thumbnail just yet. We all know it doesn't go like that here on Relationship Advice.
No.
And if you knew, it just doesn't go like that.
No, we have to do a
So,
whole bunch of other
We
relationship
do
advice.
usually a couple more
before
when we
we get
get
there.
in. It's like the midpoint, you know. So we have this one. A lot of people, they used to be talking about stay in your lane, don't be in other people's business, this, that, and the other. And this is kind of one of those situations. She wants to know, is she butting in the business or not? So you can tell her, is she being too nosy? Is, you know, she hot or cold on the situation?
Okay.
All that to say that, okay, her partner's daughter. So she's in a relationship. So like this is her stepmom or step, you know, whatever, step position. Okay. And this might be just a girlfriend. She didn't put the title, but this is about her partner's child.
Okay.
So her partner's child just cheated on her boyfriend. And this is weeks before he was telling her that he was going to propose. And so she wants to know if there's anything she should do. So imagine this. You in this position. You got your man, right? Your man got a daughter before.
Mm-hmm.
And so the daughter got a boyfriend, and you know the boyfriend's coming around, so you starting to, you know, get in a relationship, start to like him a little bit, start to, you know, care about him.
Yeah.
And so he confides in you, and of course he's asking permission from the father as well. So he's letting him know that he's going to propose. Well, you know, the daughter lives at y'all household, so she comes back home, she's acting up, giggling and all that, and pretty much just tells you flat out that she cheated on her boyfriend, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so, what do you do in this situation? You keep your mouth shut, knowing that he's gonna propose. What do you do in this specific situation? And we got a fan on, so I'm gonna hit that. I'm gonna let Queen Lenore sit on this for a second. But what do you feel about that?
Well, I personally feel like you can talk to the daughter if you guys have that type of relationship. You don't really have that type of relationship with her, it's really none of your concern. But if you do have a relationship where you can talk to her and tell her, you know, if you don't want to be with this other man, don't do that, because you don't know how far he's going. He might be want to be serious and get married. He might want to have some kids with you, and you're not feeling it. It look like you want to be free. So, you know, if you're not happy in the relationship you're in, why don't you break them up before you be getting into another relationship?
Okay.
And that's just how I would do it.
That's
but
your
if,
approach.
Yeah, if I don't have a relationship with her, I would tell my man, you probably should talk to your daughter, because you don't want her playing with nobody's heart. Because if that man find out that he's been cheated on, you don't know what his emotional balance is. You know, he ain't never been cheated on, so he might not know that he could go crazy and kill her. So you kind of want to prepare her and let her know, you know, break it off if you can't be faithful. So either way it goes, somebody needs to talk to her.
Yeah.
Am I going to go to the
Conversation needs to be had.
dude? No, I ain't got nothing to say to the dude.
Okay.
This is family business, and it's just I'm protecting you because I love you type of thing.
Mm-hmm.
That's my personal opinion.
And I can see that. So what you're saying is, instead of necessarily going to, again, like you're saying, a boyfriend and all that, stirring the pot, coming with a whole bunch of drama.
Yeah.
What you will do is, if you have a relationship with her, talk to her, and if not, talk to your partner about trying to make sure she's in the right direction.
Exactly.
It's coming in from a good angle. That's the way.
That's how I look at it. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
That's my personal opinion. I mean, I don't know what y'all feel. Well, are we welcoming people?
Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and welcome some people in.
Okay.
All right, we got to get well, mind, body, and soul. We have
Wellness with Frugal Mama.
Wellness with Frugal Mama
Hey.
is in the building saying hello. How you doing, Wellness? Welcome
Hey,
in. It's nice
wellness.
to see you in
I
here.
gotta get well
You gotta get well.
so I can do these workouts.
All right. Wellness with Frugal Mom also says greetings, everyone.
Hey.
Right now she's driving.
Go ahead, get your roll
Okay,
on.
okay. And you know we gotta eat.
Yes.
We gotta eat. Sometimes you be getting hungry.
Yes.
All right, but you know who be eating the best food, the
My
best
girl.
vegan food I ever done seen
It don't
before.
even look like vegan food.
I'm telling you, we got
Tay
Eats. Tay Eats is in the
Hey,
building.
Tay.
Tay Eats saying, "Hey, love and live."
How you doing?
How you doing today, Tay? Thank you for joining us today.
Yes.
And right now, we're having a discussion right now. This specific situation is about a woman, all right? And her partner's child has been cheating on her boyfriend that's about to propose. So all that to say, she wants to know, what should she do, if anything? Is there anything for her to do in this situation? So, you know, the boyfriend had came in and, of course, had asked for her hand from the husband. And he also had, you know, she was there. So she was really likes this boyfriend or whatever. And she found out that the daughter was cheating. And she just wants to know, is she even in a place? Is there anything she can do in that situation? Queen Lenore hit her with some good information, some good things to think about, some discussions that could be had. You can come, if you have a relationship with her, she said, you can come directly to her, or you can just come in on an indirect kind of note and really just talk to your partner about it, so that way your partner can handle it the way he needs to.
Exactly.
But yeah, I feel like in a situation like this, I think everything that Queen Lenore said is good. Only thing I would say don't do, make sure you don't do, is to come to that dude. Don't come to the boyfriend. Don't do that.
That's just being messy.
Because, you know, that is going to, of course, explode everything. And then that becomes now an imbalance with your relationship, because now you done snitched on the girl. And it's just a whole messy situation. And then now it's going to even may have the effect of even bleeding into your own relationship with your spouse. So I would just not do that.
Yeah.
Just make sure, you know, if you're having that conversation, have it within, like Queen Lenore was saying, within the family, have it within the confines of these parties. You know, don't go out and talk to the boyfriend about this situation. But
Yeah.
how you feeling about that situation, Queen Lenore?
Oh, I just feel like, you know, that's common sense. So if it is, and now it is.
Yeah.
There's this fun thing. My husband was on Facebook this morning, and he was watching. Listening. You know, you got the reels, like the shorts and all that. He was my favorite group of people there. They always talk about relationship and have a relationship. And I think it's like Total Conversations or something like that. But one of the conversations was there was a girl, she basically was saying, you know, she rather respect her man than to love her man. She rather her man respects her more than loving her, and she rather respect him more than loving. And so my thing is, on this topic, since everybody's in here, how do you guys feel about it? Would you want your man to respect you or love you? Or would you want to respect him or her or love him? Which one's more important? And so, while you guys answer that question, respect is because if you respect the person, you always give that person that utmost respect. You love comes and goes. Even in marriages and relationships, you sometimes just don't love the person. It might only last 5 minutes. It could last a year, 2 years. There are people that don't love, they ain't been with the person for 10 years and haven't been in love with them. They love them, haven't been in love with them. But it's that respect level that is really that truthful thing. So, you know, for me, I was like, even though I've had moments where I wasn't in love with Chris, I still love the moment that I still love that I love him. Especially since I'm so picky, finicky I am. I love that as well. But the thing is, I definitely need you to respect me, because if you disrespect me, my love's going to go anyways. You know, I'm not going to be staying with you if you don't respect me. That's just what it is. But I just thought that was a unique conversation Because we always talk about all this other stuff, but a lot of the stuff I've always wondered, like during this conversation that we do have all these different relationships and we're giving all this advice, how often are you respecting the person that you're with?
Mm-hmm.
And how often are they respecting you? And is it one-sided? And I always say one-sided. When I say one-sided, I always want to look at it is how are you? You know, because sometimes somebody will lose respect for you by the way you treat them. So have you always respected the person you with? Have you always, like, took the time? Because people you respect, you'll listen to. You'll, even if you don't agree with them, you'll listen. You'll try to understand what they're saying and try to have that conversation. And you will respect them well enough to have a decent conversation back. And I think for me, because I never paid attention to it, is I think that also gives you that clarity. Like, I respect you enough, even though I might not want to do what you're doing. I might not want to hear about your job. I might not want to hear about your friends, your family. I might not be interested in all that. Maybe I don't like your family and friends. But as a respect to you, I will listen to you.
Mm-hmm.
I will pay attention. So I was just wondering what you guys feel about that, because I think that's, to me, that was a good topic of conversation.
Absolutely. We got to welcome some folks in that stay entertaining. We've got
House of X Entertainment. We stay entertaining. Hey, we stay entertaining. We stay entertaining.
We got House of X in the building.
Yeah.
House of X said, hey, Love and Live show.
Hey.
All right. Shakita D said both. Duh.
That's right. That's my girl right there.
So he said exactly. Respect is huge for men and respect is huge, especially for men in relationships.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah.
And tell you said it really good, because that was one of the things that was said, is like men really want respect. And if they feel like that woman is not respecting them, they will, they end up not wanting to be with them. You know what I mean? And I've always said in my head, because I never could nail it, men are very finicky. So they'll end a relationship without you even knowing, without talking about it, without doing it. I said that all the time, right?
Yeah.
And I said, that's probably what it is. It's that respect. The reason they leave that woman or they don't want to be with that woman anymore is because that woman don't respect him. And because that woman doesn't respect him, he doesn't respect her. So why be together? I thought that was it was like this big eye waking.
It's a revelation for
yeah,
you.
at 7-something in the morning when I'm listening to my husband's phone. And it was like, and he had a low, but I was like, oh no, play that again, because I had to hear that.
Mm-hmm.
Share that, because my husband don't share nothing. I like, share that so I can share it, Because I was like, I think that's something that I don't think women ever take time to explore.
Yeah.
I just always say that men are too finicky.
Yeah, I think that's like a cheat code right there.
Yeah.
Because literally when you look at relationship, of course men and women are different. They have their own wants in a relationship, but even just like you were saying, well, first for the love and respect kind of thing, I feel like you said, love comes and goes. That's you'll feel like you could like somebody, next thing you don't. And in marriage, that like could go, even the love could go for a minute, because it's just seasonal.
Yeah.
But what you have is that mutual bond, understanding, and then of course the commitment. But also within that commitment is that mutual respect. Yeah. So that's also what keeps y'all together. Y'all respect. Okay, even though we having this patch, you're not gonna step outside. You're not gonna do anything to harm. It's a respect thing.
Yeah.
So of course the respect is, I feel, to me, more valuable, because that love again can come and go, and when it comes to a long-term commitment, what you need is the respect. But like I was saying with the cheat code thing, that's the best way to build a man's ego or whatever, make him feel satisfied, please him, whatever, because when he knows that you respect him, he's willing to do so much more. He's willing to go above and beyond. The problem is with relationships is when, in a relationship, like if a woman is disrespecting the man, where is his incentive to push on, to continue to keep on going. He feel like he already has lost you. He lost that support. Women want support in other ways. That's one of the ways that men will want the support, is having that respect. So if you have not taken that away, it might not be an instant thing, but it's going to be harder for him to keep on striving, keep on going and topping those things that he was doing. Because even though you might not say it, he can feel the fact that you don't respect him anymore.
Yeah.
You're not moving the same kind of way. It's something that doesn't need to be spoken, it's more felt. So, yeah, I think which Queen Lenora is saying with that conversation definitely is true. It's definitely the key. And if you want to really, if you want to play the game right, that's one thing you got to do.
So I thought that was a good topic, because I don't think we talk about stuff like that all the time. Like, it's like you want to honor your relationship and you want to make sure it grows, but we never paid attention to how men feel and what is their triggers to let that woman go. Because, men will tolerate a lot of stuff if they really truly in love. But what is that one thing that can get him not to? And I never knew the answer. And I felt like when I was listening to them have this big old topic, it made so much sense to me. And I was like, oh my goodness, I had to bring it to the relationship advice, because I was like, this is amazing information. Because I believe like all the women who are on here that are married and all the men that are on here that are married already respect, but it's just, you never know. Like, you could just have a bad day and disrespect your man or disrespect your woman and don't realize how much damage you have put into that relationship by disrespecting them.
Yeah.
So it's like, it is like what Elijah says, the cheat code. Now we know. And knowing is half the battle.
Well, we got to welcome somebody in. She's coming through. We got hey Queen.
Hey King.
All right, we got
Unbiased
LLC. We got Unbiased
don't touch
in the
my
building.
song.
Okay, you acting up. She said, hey, Queen Lenora and King Eli
Hey,
and chat. How you doing,
Unbiased?
Unbiased? It's so nice to see you in here
Yes.
today. You know you got to get right with Unbiased.
Yes.
She be over there doing big things. Entrepreneur to the core.
I know. I had just told my mom. She's like, I'm going to learn how to sew. I was like, well, you need to go on Unbiased channel, and she will teach you how to sew. And she will step by step. You can ask all the questions, and she will hook you up. My mom said, okay, so when she get her sewing machine, I might as well just give her mine. She can go ahead and call you, because I said she can teach you everything. So my mom will be coming on your channel soon once she slowed down in her business area. Unbiased, so be ready.
All right, let Unbiased know. Let Unbiased know.
Be ready. My mama's coming. She knows nothing. Not no bobbin, not where the thread goes. She knows nothing. So be ready for I mean, when I say she knows nothing, I mean nothing.
All right, Unbiased said, I'm hollering. You keep yours and use it.
Yeah. I gotta stop. I gotta slow down. I want to get back to just painting. I was like, that's one thing I love doing, and I can't even get to painting or doing resin. Those are my two favorite things to do. I ain't got to that though.
Okay. Unbiased said, I'm ready.
That's right. Okay, it'll probably be at the end of this month or next month, but yeah, she's ready. Because we was just talking, she's like, yeah, because I want to sew, and she really want to be able to make a bra. And what else did she say she wanted to sew?
I remember. I know the bra is one I heard for sure.
Yeah. And I was like, well, you might need to take a free class before going with Unbiased, but we'll see. I said, but Unbiased is there. Like, when I know somebody's there, I'll be like, Unbiased got you. Sewing machine queen, because every time I see Unbiased, even if it's embroidery.
She be doing it. She be doing it up. Unbiased be really cooking things up over there.
That woman got more
and
jobs.
she be doing the hair. You know, that's the thing. She be
You know how they
working.
say Jamaicans have jobs? Unbiased is Jamaican. All the way in Louisiana. Just Jamaican it up. I was born and raised.
Oh, man.
That's all I was saying. Every time I turn around, what is she doing now? Oh, we embroidered it. Oh, she do. Oh, okay, got the hair done. Oh, sewing. Patrick, you guys look sewing. Oh, we doing So every time I turn around, my body's got a new job. I just put it on the TV.
She said, I'm tearing up everything.
She do. I just put you on TV because I can't keep up. And then I like, even if I ask a question, by the time my bodies came to the answer, I mean, I forgot why I asked the question because she was so busy. And then she got like, she be on TikTok,
all the platforms.
every platform. So I don't know who she talking to. So I'll be like this. And then she'll go, hey, love and leave. I'm like, sure, I've been here for about an hour now. I'm just putting her on the TV. My unbiased is doing things. And it was so great about it. She got a great personality. We met her in person. And she's like, that's the person if you want to have fun with, kick it.
Yeah.
That's the one.
And you know she's one of the best signs too. She's a Taurus, so you know she really get down. You know she know how we get down. Look, she keep laughing in the chat. But anyway, so
we're gonna go back to relationship advice because Eli's over here. She wanted to start Queen.
Anyway,
and Queen ain't all the way healed to be started, so we're just not gonna do that today. Let Queen heal completely.
Yeah, let's
and
let
then
the Aquarius calm down for today. Let's let them be on that. Let's get more on topic with the relationship advice. So I think that's what we'll do. You know, why are you looking at me like that?
Because I don't know if I should choke you on the screen or wait until we're off. I just don't know. I feel like it's
come on, up by the Taurus Nation, stand all the way up.
Yeah, sit your. Oh, I'm so sorry.
Oh man, so here we are.
Sit down.
All right, so with that being said, we're gonna go ahead and get into the next topic.
Yeah.
All right. So this is one, you know, this is like a two-sided kind of thing, all right? Somebody who's two-faced in a relationship, or they feel it, they feel like they ain't adding up. So we're gonna build this situation here. This person, they're young, and so they were been dating, getting back together, and all that. So they had broke up, they weren't together for 2 years, and then they started talking again, and you know they feeling like they had a good place with each other, and they now put a title back on things, all right? So they pretty much all that to say they've known this person for a good portion of their life. They're early 20s, but known this person for a good portion of their life, and they're now stepping back into this relationship.
Okay.
But what happened was she was on his phone, and she was scrolling, and there was just something that just wasn't sitting right with her. Now, you know, people have been doing these podcasts recently, right?
Yeah.
And on these podcasts, you know, there's no specific way to do a podcast. So one of these new trends that happens is they'll get like some girls that do different lines of work, let's say maybe OnlyFans or something like that, in the interview, just ask them different questions, ask them, you know, their insights and all that. Like, you know, it's a whole thing. It was a whole, and it's still a trend, still going on, but it's less of it now. Well, apparently he was trying to cash in on that, so him and his friends were doing this podcast, and they were just asking crazy, raunchy, different type of questions. They was, you know, saying different things, speaking real foul about the women, and, you know, just pushing the limits.
Mm-hmm.
And she had found this, and she was really confused because he comes to her with nothing but the utmost respect. He don't say anything foul to her, never has said, and he hasn't even cussed around her. And so when she seen this, you know, she was like, is it, what? Like, is this the right, am I seeing this right? You know, is it one plus one is 2, and this is not adding up.
Yeah.
And so she's just been kind of sitting on this for a minute, and now she's coming with the question, like, should she have this conversation with him? Should she not really care about it, not worry about it? What should she do as the next step of the relationship? And what would you say to that, Queen?
It's so hard because the only reason I say it's hard for me is because when I was younger, I would say the most explicit things out of my mouth that was just crazy.
Yeah.
And it was really just because I knew I could. Mm-hmm. You know how you have this freedom of knowing that you can say something and nobody can actually
can stop you
from saying something. So you say crazy stuff. And I did like crazy things just because I knew I could.
Yeah. And
it was always smart mouth with my mouth or teasing or doing things that was just not my person. It was so funny because I was just talking to my daughter about it. And so my thing is, do you know the person's character?
Yeah.
Because is it that they're free and they just know that being stupid and ignorant like this is going to rev up them revenue to make money?
Mm-hmm.
Or is it, what he really feels?
Yeah.
Because there's a difference. I'm doing this as a job because this is the only way I'm revving up money quickly.
Yeah.
Instead of having to take the long way around. And we all know what long way around as we are on YouTube.
Yeah.
And we ain't at the, 100 million subscribers.
Mm-hmm.
It's taking a long time. And so if we didn't put our such hard work in the beginning and putting our who we are, our personality into the camera,
yeah.
and we just start off being crazy and radical,
Yeah.
we would do it.
Yeah,
Like,
definitely.
I just don't think we wouldn't do it, And especially because me, as relationship advice, and especially when I was younger, I was very explicit with relationship advice. And even when I wrote my book, that I am going to revise some of the words, because old school words versus new school. It's like an explicit book, but it's really, if you pay attention to the book, it's just what real life is all about. Mm-hmm. It's not explicit as you don't know there's sex around. It's just explicit of being free in having sex with who you want and how to be open with your marriage partner.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not like, oh, we're just sleeping around. It's just, to me, it's a marriage book, and it's just explicit. But some people just look at it and just be like, why are you talking like that in the book? But because that's who I was then, and I still believe in the book to today.
Yeah.
But I would hate for somebody to judge me on what a part of me is about,
Mm-hmm.
or if I'm just doing it as a hustle to get some money.
Okay.
I could do a slow ram and make 10 cents
Mm-hmm.
every week, or I can be crazy and raunchy and say whatever the heck I want to say and make $2,000 a week.
Yeah.
Which one are
I
you
hear what you're saying,
choosing?
but also on the
Oh.
other side of things,
Oh.
right? That being your partner, how they can still feel a type of way about you publicly showing yourself in that face too, right?
Yeah, I mean, you can be mad about it. You can
Yeah.
be angry. We can have a discussion about it. One thing I don't want people to get in their head is just because you're in a relationship, you could change the dynamic of somebody. You don't. If you're in a relationship with that person, you're in a relationship with that person. All the good and the bad, you with that person. Sometimes they got to figure it out on their own. You could just say, I don't like this limelight, and I don't feel like you are setting a good premise for us in this relationship. And if you don't want to be a part of it, then you just say, I can't continue to date you knowing this is the stuff you're saying, because I don't want people thinking I believe this and that I'm dating somebody who truly believes this.
Mm-hmm.
But in reality, when you look at actors, they're not the characters they play on
Exactly.
this
So
film.
you're saying, it's the same way.
It's
They
the
could
same
be putting
way.
a persona up.
Yeah.
It's like, if you got with like a rapper or actor, like you said,
Yeah.
and they do this crazy role or do this crazy publicity stunt. Well, they may have done that, but on the other side of things, they could be a nice, kind, loving person who have an opposite life of what they show in the public.
Do you know there's some rappers, I'm not going to say most or give a big number, but I know there's some rappers that are married, happily married, ain't messing with no side chick, ain't cheating, ain't doing any of that.
Oh, well, the biggest one for me is...
But they songs are saying some stuff.
The ones that get me the most is the ones that stay on the song talking about they doing drugs and all that, but then they've been clean for how many years?
They never touched it.
Yeah.
I ain't never even drank alcohol.
They just saying it because everybody else was saying it. So,
It's how you get your paper. And that's what I'm saying. I think that if you can't handle that type of limelight, let go.
Mm-hmm.
But if you just wondering if that's him, you've known him for a while, you should know if it's him or not.
Yeah.
It's the way, how is he treating you? Is he treating you like a gentleman? I mean, these women that got these rappers saying bees and hoes and she can suck mine, she can do this, and he coming home and he whining and dining her and got all this, he tattooed all up, and that doesn't mean it's a role that's bringing in the money.
Yeah.
And that's how you have to look at it. But I think when it's a little job like that, compared to a big job as movie stars, actors, rappers, people can understand it that way, but they won't understand it on a podcast.
Yeah. Okay. Well, we're gonna welcome some folks in and get more deep into this conversation.
Okay.
We've got
He is God's son.
Formerly known as Chocolate Brother, formerly known as Gamer Bro. All right, we've got He is God's son. All right. How you doing? He said, hey, how you doing today, everyone?
Hey.
And you here, yeah, what do you think? Cause I think
Sleazy.
Sleazy in the piece.
Hey, Sleazy.
All right, Sleazy said love and live.
Yeah.
Throw a piece to the chat. All right.
She said, I need 2K. All right, now.
It sells. All right.
Yeah.
We got to welcome in
Kiara Bias. Hey,
all right.
I'm listening under my daughter's account.
Okay. All right, Unbiased. We see you.
All right.
Okay. Yes. Woo. All right. Unbiased said, woo. All right. So,
yes.
With that being said, right, we in this conversation, and she pretty much has found out that he's doing a whole little thing in this podcast, and on this podcast he's talking crazy. So, yeah, I feel like what you're saying, it definitely does have its merits.
Yeah.
But I also do understand the side of, like, feeling like, oh, you really know somebody, and then all of a sudden they doing something that's different. Or maybe they didn't, have a conversation or anything like that. But at the same time, like what Queen Lenora says, we live in this era of social media. One of the big things that's going to guarantee to get you some views is outrage.
Outrage, drama, messiness.
Just
any
the
of
ghetto
that.
ratchetness. That's always what is spotlighted.
Yeah.
So if this person is trying to get a career, they could have been doing a regular podcast, and they're just like, man, this is not working. We try to come together and have a good conversation and all that. And so now they resorted to this. This is going to be that make or break moment. If this don't go up, then we just going to forget doing the podcast. We're going to give this a try.
And this makes me wonder, and it makes me think about who you are.
Yeah.
To him.
Mm-hmm.
The reason I say that is because I don't understand why he wouldn't even explain this to you. Like, I did this podcast and we acting stupid. We doing this and this. We saying some foul stuff that ain't even real. I don't understand why he's not having that conversation with you. I would look at that too.
Yeah.
Like, why is he not having that conversation? Am I making it easy for him to have this conversation with me? Am I too judgmental?
Mm-hmm.
Or is he really this way? And then you can say, is he really this way?
Yeah.
But am I making it easy to talk to him? And a lot of women are going to say, yes, I make it easy to talk to him. I'm very easy to talk to. I have listened to all you women. 90% of y'all are not easy to talk to. Hey, as a friend, you're not easy to talk to. So I could just imagine how you are with your man. If you don't make it easy for your man to talk to you, you can't get mad if he don't talk to you. And if you guys start back over a relationship, maybe you should go, let me check myself. Because I feel like if my husband was going to get ready to go on these shows and act a fool, that he would already tell me. He'd be like, oh yeah, we getting up there, we talking about how women's stupid and how they should be barefoot and pregnant. And I'm like, why are you doing that? Oh, it's because it's bringing in views. Then my crazy butt, and my husband can vouch for it, well, what you should say is this is going to really make women upset. I'm going to help rev up the thing because more money in his pockets, more money in our home. We live in large, ching, 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 ching.
Yeah.
That's just how I am. But there's sometimes I could say I never made it easy for Chris to talk to me. Mm-hmm. But I could say I have. Like when he be like, oh, I'm going out with the boys. Where y'all going? We're going to the strip club on such and such street on such and such. I'll be home. Okay. Tell so now because it's happened so much. Tell so okay, I'm gonna bring the baked beans to the barbecue. Okay. Now we all got a relationship with like the bartenders and stuff from the strip club because he felt free to talk to me about it. Mm-hmm. There was nothing to hide from me that I'm not gonna already probably participate in. Like I'm gonna go to the sex store and I'm gonna tell you. As a matter of fact, I embarrass my husband every time we go to the sex store. I probably can't pay him to go to the sex store now with me. But back in the day, he would go and he'd be like, me and his mom would go and she had her boyfriend and me and Chris would be there. And the guys would just stand by the front door and just shake their head because me and Shavante yelling across the sex store. That's just so they felt comfortable to have that conversation. so it was nothing to hide. When they said they had to go to the strip club, we weren't like, oh my God, you went to a strip club. You saw that girl. And it was nothing like that. So I think it's really how easy it is for him to communicate with you. If you're very easy, he talks to you about everything except this, either A, he's embarrassed about it, or B, he really believes it.
Mm-hmm. Well, we also got to look into the chat. Ia's godson was saying earlier with the people go viral and trend off the outrage. He was saying facts, and Wellness for Fukuman was saying facts with the being able to talk to the partner. We got to welcome somebody in. We got
Crooked Peach. Hey, Crooked Peach, how you doing?
Awesome. She said, I caught you live.
Woo woo! Yes.
And she said, I used to work at one of them stores.
I was telling my daughter, I was like, we gotta go. She's like, can we go today? I was like, nope, I gotta do it live. I said, we're gonna pick a day. We ain't got live because, I'll stay in those stores for hours. I said, this is the one I usually go to. I really like. Now there's one I want to go to. Okay, anyway. Because we're doing a bachelor party, and I told her, I was trying to do her a bridal shower. She said, not with the mother she got. So it's bachelor party, and it's on and popping.
So
I already showed y'all spermy, so y'all know it's going to be crazy.
But getting in more into the subject with this conversation, I think that, it is just rather interesting to have it spring up. And again, the question does come up, like, is this something that he did? This could have been in the past. You're scrolling through his phone, so he could have been already done with this stage. And, now he's got with you. Or got back with you. That's months behind him. He's not worried about that no more. So it's just that different angle. I don't think you should take anything any type of way or look anything on the surface value. I think the most important thing is to just have a conversation. Like, I was just looking, scrolling through your camera roll, trying to find a cute picture to send, whatever it may be, whatever your intention was with that. And then said, but I seen this clip of you on, that podcast, and you was acting up. Like, you was acting in ways I ain't never seen you act before. So what's up with that? And of course, you have your way of bringing it to that person because, some people, certain things they might.
Yeah, don't throw his phone at him. Yeah. So do you really believe the stuff you're saying?
It's all about the approach and different word, your word and your language. Speak to them how you speak to them in a normal conversation. Don't say anything that's going to be like something that's going to hype up. Like, don't put no words behind it that now escalates the situation. Just speak on a real regular tone and tackle the issue.
Yeah.
But
tell you.
With that being said, Crooked Peach said, I love it. She said,
I love you too.
And she said perspective, and I think that's really all that it is. You want to really get that perspective. With a situation like this, the last thing you want to do is make everything a whole blow-up situation because this could be a simple misunderstanding. True, nowadays, somebody could have sent that clip and been like, oh, that really looks like you. You don't even know if that's really him, So, whatever it may be, again, like Shakita said, watch your tone. If you're going to come to it with that
tone.
That's one thing that you want to really make sure is set. Like, make sure you come in with that stance of understanding and not to embarrass, degrade, demean, whatever it may be. Because the last thing he's going to want to do is, as he's treating you so good and you're already on a good note, is to switch up and have to change that because now he don't like how you come to.
And don't give them no ultimatum. I don't know why women feel like to give an ultimatum because we as women don't want no ultimatum. So don't give them no ultimatum. If you can't handle it, you can't handle it. Don't be trying to stop his hustle because you tell me you can't handle. Like, that's just don't do that. Like, I just don't understand. Like, I'm very crazy. And it's funny because your mother just got on here and I was just talking about it.
You was. And we're going to go ahead and welcome in my mother. We have Mother Earth Consultant. Mother Earth Consultant in the building saying, hey, everyone.
Yes, hey.
He said, when you feel some type of way, you'll be coming at a situation as an injured party. Breathe first.
Yeah, breathe first and relax into it. But don't go in and trying to change who he is or what he's doing. Because, again, you wouldn't tell an actor not to do his job. Yeah. And you wouldn't tell a rapper that you met rapping and doing all that to change his lyrics. Like, now tell everybody how you're awesome, man of God. it ain't selling records, you know. And if he ain't ready to do that, he ain't ready
at that
to do
stage
it.
of life just yet.
I
so
just feel like, you
calm
know,
down, yeah.
we, you know, when we ain't rich, we don't accept something.
Mm-hmm.
But, you know, if the person's rich, then all of a sudden we accept stuff we ain't gonna accept from somebody who ain't.
Yeah. So now getting into this conversation
Oh,
with the
now we're
title
getting into the title,
and
y'all. I'm
thumbnail.
excited.
All right, so of course.
But that was a
looking
good
at it,
question, though. I like that question.
It was a relationship advice. The girlfriend went on a date with her co-worker. All right, how are we supposed to be feeling about that? You went out with the co-worker, and the title says, you know, she had a good time with her co-worker. So, building this situation, we talked about this briefly last week, but this is boyfriend and girlfriend, and you know they're living together, all that. They've been trying to build together and just, you know, start their lives. They, you know, mid-20s. They really be trying to be more serious. Really like both on a mature mindset. At least this is what the boyfriend is thinking. Okay. So they have a comfortable relationship. The girlfriend was just talking to him about work, and you know there was just this name that was kind of popping up to him, and so. He had asked her a question. Well, not he had asked her a question. He just kind of got the vibe that this coworker liked her from the way that he was acting. You know, obviously just doing a little bit too much.
Okay.
Yeah, trying to, you know, maybe try to be a work husband or just, you know, just, but next level. You know, he's just doing a little bit too much. So anyway, all that to say, the boyfriend has just kind of got a weird vibe with this whole situation, and so you let her know that, you know, I don't really know what's going on with that guy. It just seemed like he definitely likes you from the way that he's acting. And so, you know, they had that conversation, thought things was done. Well, they had a coworker kind of outing. But, you know, when you go out with your coworkers, usually it's like a group of people, you know, it's a good couple of people. You got that really good friend that you go out with, go to lunch with, or whatever it may be, right? Well, she went with that guy who liked her. And so
just her and him by
yes,
herself?
just her and him by themselves. And so
and the boyfriend already told her that he's uncomfortable.
Yeah, she said he's uncomfortable. So what happened? She went out. She had that good old time, and she went back to him, and there was no shame in her game. She completely told it all. She's like, you know what? I went out with James today, and I had such a good time. We went over to this one spot. Oh, we might have to go because. Yeah, he was just, you know, I ordered this. I just had it was one of my best experiences. And she comes back and tells him that, and he is heartbroken. So that's the situation. He wants to know, like, is he okay for him to feel this way? Should he feel a type of way? Is he thinking about things too much, overthinking? Like, what should he do in this situation? And that's what it is. So
I've always said people don't ever put themselves in a position to understand somebody else.
Yeah.
They don't. They never put themselves in a position to understand somebody else. So I'm always a person I will show you better than I can tell you.
Yeah.
Because there's certain things that I could go and say, okay, this is how this is, and this is, you know, you were wrong for this way, and I felt, because she was completely wrong.
Yeah.
I just want to get that out, but she was just completely wrong. But I would be like, oh yeah, but this girl at the coworker, she said, and I would do the same thing, slowly but surely. Now, don't do it rushing it, don't do it tick for tack, but just slowly do it for surely, just letting her know. And then, when me and her went out, and I took her over here, and oh my goodness, she enjoyed herself. She said she had the best time of her life. And I took her, and we did this, and just so she could get that whole dynamic. And watch how her attitude changes. And say, why? I thought that's what we do. Because you went on a date with a dude, so I thought it was okay for me to take a lady out. I thought that's what we were building in this relationship. Because I go back to what we were talking about in the beginning, respecting. See, a lot of people we don't respect. We want the respect, but we don't choose to respect that person. And I think that's what we're losing in these relationships. And that's one of those things that get on my nerves. But I think that's what it is. So I think, you know, to get it in her head, the way you feel is complete. But you're not going to get it in her head until you do it. But you can't be noticeable when you do it. Men, you can't be noticeable when you do it.
You
I'm gonna
are
say it one more
asking
time.
them, giving them
Men,
that go.
you cannot be noticeable when you do it. Be like, there's this new girl. 2 days from this daytime. There's this girl that came into the job. Oh my goodness, she was such and such. And then she was telling me she could do this with my hair. She could cut it and trim it. And then she was like, oh, wait, like this. I said, oh, I got me a work wife. And have those conversations. And then a couple of days, she going to tell you, oh, no, I think she's flirting with you. No, she know I'm with somebody. And then, oh, I took her out on a date. Let me tell you, I took her for a lunch date. It was just so much fun. And then I took her to this one fancy spot. That it is just so cool. She told me about it. Bless you, babe. She told me about it. And, oh, my goodness, I took her. It was so nice. I'm going to take you there, baby. Because it was a nice place. But she told me, I felt like I did my thing. She told me I was the best thing she ever had. That's what she said. I was like, what? Because nobody's ever told me I was the best date, you know. And I just was like, I can't believe it happened. And that was just so nice. Oh, I can't wait till you and her meet. She is just such an awesome lady. Oh, yes. And she's going to bring me lunch tomorrow. Because that's how good the date was. Right, baby? And she going to be...
Look.
So you took another woman out on a date?
Why
It's
you
a
trying to
lunch
get people
date.
killed?
It's a lunch date. What are you talking about? I don't get it. So it's okay for you to take a woman out on a date? I thought that's what we was doing. You let the man take you out on a date? We ain't doing that? That was different. I don't like him. I never said I liked her. Did I say that? When did I say that? See, then she gonna get it. And I guarantee you, whatever that was going on with Mr. Joe Brown over there, it's gonna stop because he showed on what you went over here with Claudia. That's just not. Matter of fact, Claudia and Joe need to hook up to make sure neither one of y'all doing anything. That's just how it is. Because if you just go in there and put in your feelings, she's going to make it seem like you're just being overly jealous. It ain't that serious. Blase, blase. Because that's how women do it. That's how men do it. Sometimes you got to show them better than you can tell them. I say it all the time. It's one of my biggest things I say all the time. Period.
Well, looking into it, all right. She said, in that instance, you are not your job / career. And Cookie said, nope, that's not right. Disrespectful. Be respectful to your partner.
That's what I'm saying.
Maya said, oh, wow, she's wild.
Exactly.
All right, Cookie said, I don't know, but that's not something I could tolerate. Soon as he says a new girl, my ears are perked up and no.
Exactly. Exactly. Because women ain't going to play that.
Cookie said, oh, she going to bring you lunch? Make it a permanent thing.
And she got to go. Peace. Because that's what I'm saying. She can't disrespect. And she's not going to be able to handle what she dish out. There's just no way. A man wouldn't be able to handle what he dish out. There's no way. But my thing is, I'm always wanting to show you better than I can tell you. Because me telling you just seems like I'm just overly being dramatic. I'm jealous. I'm this. I'm that. And that's what the woman or the man is going to play against you. So you're not going to win in that conversation. You can be mad and, fine, I don't want to talk to nobody I work in. That's good, don't talk to me. Then I'll get fired. Well, get fired if you get mad because you can't talk to them. Like, I don't know what you want me to say. It's all this dramatic. But if you play the same game back, she'll learn. Like, it ain't, like it's, ain't no problem.
Mother said, don't forget to hit that like button.
Yes, thank you.
Abaya said, right? Sweep it under the rug and move on. He said, sorry, I wrote a butt. Being an overly emotional woman.
I need to get that book, Cricket Peach.
I just think that is really, it's definitely a difficult situation, tough spot for him to be in. Because, of course, he feels some type of way.
And he has every right to feel the way he feels.
And he had come to her with the conversation prior to. Yeah. He had said, you're not really making me feel comfortable. He has, even if you didn't say it in direct words, he has made it known that he's kind of feeling unstable with the way y'all acting. Mm-hmm. And then you just take it to another level. So I feel like, like Queen Lenore said, it's not for everybody. Not everybody's up to snuff with it. But sometimes some people need to see they need a good image. And sometimes their image, that could only be 25% of what they had done. Yeah. But they understand from something simple. So we're gonna go ahead and get into the next conversation. I feel like that one we sat on that one from last week coming into this week. If y'all have anything, of course, that y'all want to add to that one, feel free.
Everybody
'Cause
just said
one is
leave
a
her.
very-
Leave her.
That's a very good one. Crooked P said, if you're going on dates while in a relationship, stop fooling yourself. You are liking all the attention.
Exactly. And I think she knows. And like I said, she
Mm-hmm.
knows if it was him doing it, she would be pissed. And she wouldn't accept it. And women are more sensitive to that nature than anything. So my thing is, I don't know why she playing in that game. But, I'm one of those women that I'll stay around just to show you what you did. Because you won't do it again. So I don't know who it is, because it probably won't be me. Because the moment I told you the story and you try to get mad, I'll be leaving anyway. I'll unpack my stuff. I'm not even in the house. You probably didn't even know I moved out. Because that's just how smooth I'm going to be in this transition. I'll be at home every day doing all. But I'm going to plan it because I want you to know what you did. That's just me. I think that's that evil side of me. It is. It's just an evil side of me. I just, and I know how to tolerate, because I had to learn. And my mom always says, don't confront something that you ain't ready to leave. So I already know before I leave, I'm going to be there a little longer to prepare myself to be able to leave. And there ain't no turning back. It just ain't. And I thank my mom for that lesson. So a lot of stuff I can easily leave. It takes a minute for me to leave. Not a long minute. It takes me about a week or two, and then I'm out. By the time then, the story would have been done and over. And when he's yelling or screaming and all that, I'm walking up the door. Where you going? I'm done with you. You went on a date with somebody. That broke our relationship. But you just said it. Oh, no, I never did it. I just showed you what it felt like.
Well, we got to welcome somebody in. Mr. Blue Carpet, rolling it out. We've got
Prince Daniel. Hey,
Prince Daniel.
Daniel.
He's saying, hey, Lion Queen, how are you guys doing?
I'm doing good.
What's
How
going
are
on,
you?
Prince Daniel? All right. And Crooked Pete said, you're not evil, you're one. And a human.
Thank you.
All
Thank
right.
you, Cricket Peach.
Look.
Somebody said, I'm done, dude. Goodbye, Charlie. You got a dear John.
Oh, my goodness. So,
Dear John.
yeah, we're going to go ahead and get into...
By the time you read these lines, the bias is gone.
You're right. You're getting into it today. So, we got this next one, all right? This is a touchy subject, okay? So we got this guy, he's in his early 20s. And so he's been dating this girl, and now that they boyfriend and girlfriend, she's getting to know him more things about him, more day-to-day kind of things. And so one thing that he still does at his age, being in his early 20s, he still be going over to his friend's house and all that and be having sleepovers. And so she found out he is doing sleepovers, and she is like not feeling him no more. She really is at a point where she feel like she might just end a relationship about it, and he's confused because he's like, ain't no wrong. We be playing the game, and sometimes I don't want to drive home. I just crash out on the couch. How do you feel about this conversation? What is it?
Well, when you call it a sleepover, is where it messed up the whole conversation. Saying I played a game and I don't feel like driving home, so I fell asleep on the couch. It's so different
Well,
than
sometimes
saying
they play
sleepover.
it too, though. Sometimes it's like a pizza party and everybody's still staying the night.
We ain't doing
It's a
that.
sleepover.
We ain't kids no more.
But
How old is he?
He's 20, he's 23. Having his sleepover.
That's like a grown woman talking about I'm having a slumber party.
Well, he wouldn't judge her about it because
How
he's
you
over there
know?
doing sleepovers.
How you know you ain't gonna judge?
He wouldn't be in the right
Why
spot
you're
to.
grown, but it don't matter. We just talked about
Yeah, I
this
know. I'm just saying. he
on
wouldn't
the
be in spot
last
to, but-
one. No.
So he over there, and she's not feeling him having his
Well,
his
girl,
sleepover, his
leave
slumber
him.
party.
Why are
over
we
there.
having this conversation? If you're not feeling him,
It's not her. It's him coming in with this question.
oh,
Like he wants
she
to
leaving
know, like,
you. She don't
is that-
want you.
is
She don't wanna
is she
date
even
no
right
kid.
for doing that though.
It's you know
Is she
what?
right? He's just having a sleepover.
No,
That's all it is.
I'm gonna just tell
He
you
was
in
playing
this.
the game.
As women, we already have been taught this for years that we could be the same exact age, and a woman is 3 or 4 years mature than you are. So to be 23 and talking about I'm having a sleepover, just tells us I'm dating a kid. I am now a cougar to this man. I don't want to be a cougar at 23. That's called jailbait. I don't want to go to jail.
You're acting up.
It's just, I'm just telling you how it goes in our head. We already looking at you
So
like,
you done aged yourself up.
yeah, we already aged up, and now you over here talking about, I done had a sleepover with my friend,
Yeah.
baby. That don't even sound good. Honey, babe, I'm having a sleepover.
Yeah, me and me and old boy, we having a sleepover tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I told you, like, give me kisses.
Yeah. Exactly.
No,
I
you
gotta
know.
go to bed. You give me a piece of pizza. Hey man, can you give me some of that, man?
No.
Can you pour me another
No,
cup of Mountain Dew?
No.
You got some more Capri Suns?
You got the Kool-Aid jammer.
Yeah, exactly.
Can we get our peanut butter and jelly sandwich out with cheese toast on my...
No, can you cut the edges off of mine, though? I don't like crust. I don't like crust.
I don't like crust on mine. Baby, tell mom how I don't like crust.
Please, cut them in fours, please.
It's easy to access when I'm playing the video.
Sometimes and you got the bag, the fun size chips, right?
I want to
I
be.
need some
I just
Doritos.
want to beat the person that came over. I just can't. And if the mother's out there making these sandwiches, I just need the mother to stop it.
Oh man.
Like we just.
Whoa. Yeah, I didn't even think about that.
What?
He is young, but it's one of his friends still live with the mama, and the mom is the one serving him.
See, that's
That-
what. No.
What if you
No.
give him the crust?
No.
Excuse me. Excuse
Ma'am.
me. Ma'am, can you please make sure the crust is taken out of my sandwich?
I'm on my Kool-Aid jammer extra
Do you
cold.
have any Lunchables left in the freezer? Alright, so anyway.
I got my Spider-Man underwear on.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, I'm done.
Alright, Prince Daniel said, I couldn't imagine my significant other on a date with a coworker.
Mm-mm.
He said, oh. Shakita,
She said,
you
what the hell?
She said, say what now? Alright, mother. I said, no. Cricket P said, he's not ready for a grown relationship while having sleepovers.
No.
I'm unbiased. Shakita, he said unacceptable.
Unacceptable.
All right, now, unbiased said, if you charge him for a night, he will leave. Cricket P said, does she still live at home?
We don't even know.
Cricket P said, cougar. All right, unbiased said, roll him up in a baby blanket and cut him. Prince Daniel said, Kool-Aid jammers is crazy. Cricket P said, I can't stop laughing. All right, Bias said, oh, Lord, remove the crust, please. Oh, man.
Yes, Mrs. Robinson, exactly.
Shakita said, all right,
Miss
Miss
Loretta, I'm ready for the rest of the tour. And the Kevin Hart verse.
Oh, man. So, yeah, I think on that note, he is having an issue. He's confused about this because, like, let
For
me
you to
actually
be
read this back.
confused is why you need to be single.
Mm-hmm.
For him to be confused is why he needs to be single. That we don't need nothing
And
else.
so she ended up breaking up with him, right?
Yes,
and
good.
he's troubled with this. He said, when she ended things, she was very sad and told me how amazing I was and how much she likes me, but she didn't want to make me choose between her and my friends. I felt frustrated because it seemed like she didn't trust me. I miss her so much, and I'm really sad right now. If you were in my place, would you try to go back to her and agree to avoid the sleepovers? Any advice or help? Any advice helps. So yeah, he wants to know, like, should he just cut off this stage of sleepovers?
No, he needs to do it on his own, not because he's trying to get her back.
Okay.
And that's what she's saying. She don't want to change you. This is what you are.
Yeah.
Be who you are. When you ready to grow up and you decide sleepovers is not the thing,
Yeah.
then you can be in a relationship.
Well-
But she's not here to discourage you in any means. That's why she gave you a polite goodbye. And she just left it alone. No, she does not want you back. Even if you gave up the sleepover, she does not want you back because she knows you only gave it up for her. It's not something that you gave up for yourself. It's not. She doesn't want. Her reason she did it that way is because she doesn't want to change it.
Yeah.
Like
You like sleepovers, and that's fine. But one thing I will also say is, as much as we're having this conversation, Crooked P said, y'all, this is seriously funny.
It is.
Crooked P said, dude, she was trying to let you down easy.
Yeah,
She done.
she done.
With that being said, you know, there's people at that stage where they're not ever going to give up the sleepover, okay? And so, you know, he might be at this stage right now. Imagine that. Imagine he never gives up the sleepover.
He'd be alone.
Imagine every relationship he gets in, they trying to break up because he's having a sleepover.
Mm-mm.
Mother Earth lets you know. She said, I'm coming over for a sleepover now. Okay? I'm coming over. Okay, don't matter what kind of man.
For us, we're
her
doing
life.
slumber party. We doing slumber parties.
Oh, Crooked P said the 40-year-old
Old virgin.
Damn. You can't have a sleepover at your house instead?
No.
Prince Daniel
Hell
said the
no.
body of a 17-year-old with the mind of a little boy.
Mm-hmm. And he's 23, Prince Daniel.
Yeah,
He's 23.
I mean, shoot. He could be doing. He could do all the foolishness he wants. He's stepping into a whole different stage. He's almost, mid-20s at that point. He's approaching very fast.
Yeah.
We're still on the sleepover type of party, and this ain't college sleepover. This ain't like one of more mature. Oh, we was partying, we fell out, whatever it may be. This is straight sleepover.
I'm planning it. I'm spending the
Man, we
night
gonna have
over
a
their
pizza party.
house.
We got
His mama said
Domino's,
yes.
Little Caesars. We got the. And yes, we did get our Happy Meal before we went to our.
We're not doing the
play
slumber
date.
party, Shavante. We ain't looking like these crazy folks. Come on, we gonna have a sleepover.
Shakita said the elevator is stuck on the first floor.
And it won't move.
So I just think even with that, it's very funny, but that is a reality. Somebody is in
I
this
don't
real life
believe it's a
situation.
reality. I just
I definitely see that.
because something wrong
You have to
with
think now with the generation though. Like, some people they might have been missing out on it. What about this for food for thought? He's a younger guy. What if during COVID he missed all his slumber parties, and so now he has made it a quest for his early 20s that he finishes off all the slumber parties he couldn't have.
The heck?
So
You
anyway.
couldn't think about letting me slumber party with my woman?
Oh man.
I don't
Crooked P
know.
said the video she did, did shut down the world.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
No. I just think it's too much, and I think it's different when we get drunk or we stayed up all night playing, and I'm not gonna drive because I'm tired. I'm not gonna get in a car accident.
Yeah.
I get it, but
And
we
I
don't call
also
those
think-
sleepovers. It's just I fell asleep.
And I think that's also the.
But you
that's,
using the terminology sleepover, hence that you are still a child, and she don't want to be dating no
That's a
child. Period.
Now, I think even him having his fun old time with the boys, that's cool, right? I just think again, it's part of that language too. If you saying it ironically, like having y'all having fun, and y'all joking in the manner that we are, you could get away with it.
Mm-hmm.
But I think the problem is he's saying he having his sleepovers,
And he's serious
and
about it.
he's that serious. Like, we of course we having a sleepover. Of course we got some Papa John's. Of course we got Mountain Dew, and we gonna be up till 3:00 in the morning on Call of Duty. What do you think this is? We having a sleepover. And yes, we get to stay up all night. Yes, I'm up past curfew.
And get my
Who's gonna stop me?
and got my Kool-Aid jammer because they better than Capri Sun. Leave Capri Sun. I'm done with you. I don't want to talk to you no more.
Kirby said, we should get the sleepovers out of his system or date a girl who has her own sleepovers.
Oh, Lord.
Maturity levels need to be a little closer between partners. And, that's the thing. There's
I don't think
there's
no
some
little girl want no
Pause.
sleepover. No, they don't want no dating sleepovers.
Pause. Okay? We're going to pause on that.
Okay.
You're underestimating a
Right,
whole
yeah.
lot. You're
Yeah.
underestimating a whole lot. So I'm going to say for this young trooper here, all right? Getting ready for the war.
I'm not even doing
In
this
his
comment.
crash course through this relationship, what he has learned, okay? I think what Crooked P saying is really key here. The maturity levels need to match.
Yes.
So he needs to either up it himself, or he can continue having those sleepovers and find a like-minded individual Find you a partner who is still having those slumber parties, okay?
Okay, let me say something.
Do what you gotta do, man.
Okay, let me say something, because Mother Earth is on here, and she was acting up too, so let me just say something.
You know it's there.
No.
It's out there.
Okay, so when we were younger,
I believe
me and
in
Mother
you.
Earth Hush, when younger, she spent the night at my house all the time. I was going with the apartment, everybody was spending the night at my house, just to get, because we were going to be clubbing till 3 in the morning, or we partying, we drinking, ain't nobody driving nobody home. We didn't have no Ubers, Lyfts, and all that. We had taxis, and it was just way too much money.
Yeah.
None of us, thank you, not one of us, had spent the night at my house. Called that a slumber party, a sleepover, nothing.
Just because you was ashamed of calling that
it was about being ashamed of anything. It just never came to our mind. That's what we were doing, this little funky sleepover. We just like, we
Just
gonna
because he
party
takes more
and it's
pride
gonna be, it ain't got
in
nothing to
his
do with
sleep.
no pride. It's just that we grown adults and we don't call it no funky sleepover. Our slumber, we having a slumber party
Just
now.
because he takes more pride in his situation doesn't mean he can't enjoy himself. What if he was sipping a little something on that sleepover, all right? He had the spiked Kool-Aid jam. He had the spiked Capri Sun, all right? He had Mike's Hard Capri Sun, okay? He was living his good life. What's the difference?
The problem is not about us spending the
He's
night.
having a sleepover.
The problem is it's a sleepover.
Mm-hmm.
That's a planned sleepover that you already say. When we was kicking in, spending the night over at each other's house, well, really, just my house at that moment, right? Yeah, I didn't spend the night. So spend the night at my house.
Yeah.
We didn't look at it as a slumber party or sleepover. It was just, Lenora is not driving anybody home.
Mm-hmm.
So after a certain time, Lenora ain't driving.
Yeah.
So if we gonna get home, we gotta either end it early.
Mm-hmm.
Who wants to end it early? So we kicking it all night.
No, what you saying is not a sleepover. It's not a sleepover. What he's having is a sleepover. But in him having his sleepover, he's still one of the big kids, all right? He's one that he might watch Cartoon Network, but he stays up until it turns to Adult Swim. All right? So, anyway, he's
Eli
going...
is losing his mind, and it's getting worse and worse and worse.
So,
It ain't
anyway.
even getting better with it. Now he done got the Adult Swim. It just ain't getting no better in this conversation. I need y'all to help Eli out because he's having way
man.
too much fun with this conversation.
I think, just in general, though, I definitely think, being on a more serious note with the conversation, people still are going to do those childish things, but I think that is something that's definitely going to change, especially as you mature, your relationships mature, you just become more somebody who's standing on their own. The sleepover concept, it changes, it evolves. It's not going to be a sleepover. You might still have your get-togethers, your gatherings, or whatever it may be. But I think, again, the problem with this is his approach, his language, and also his attitude towards this. I think his energy was definitely giving immature vibe and also coming off just very childish. That's why she was turned off by that. And him calling it a sleepover didn't help the situation, no way, because some people, they could say it and they being ironic and it's cracking a joke at it, but you can tell from the language and the wording, even in the question and how it's been brought, even her response.
Yeah,
that was directly her response. He was definitely not in the right lane. Definitely, he was crashing out with that, calling it a sleepover. So we're just gonna get up off this conversation. It's been fun, but yeah. And Cookie P said, "That's what I'm saying." This you want to tell me hush? Come on now.
You needed a hush.
Well,
you needed a hush. No, we're not going any further. You just said we're gonna
no
bring
problem though,
comments.
because all he was doing, they got the matching dinosaur onesies. They having a good time.
He's just gonna go.
They got the new game.
So Wellness with Frugal Mama is laughing. Cookie P said we just stay at not sleepovers exactly. And then she said, no, only children have sleepovers. Thank you. Cookie Peach also said the eye roll exactly, because my eyes could have fell out my head at that moment. Mother says she leaving by because this is just too much. But don't forget to hit the like button.
And Crooked P said, she said a good thing right here.
If he calls it a game night, it's a different thing. It's totally different.
It's the communication, it's the language.
So, because he still got that childish brain.
But he's just
and then Crooked P said, just saying. Shush.
Got some
So
nice
we're going.
snacks,
Prince Daniel has a question.
some animal cookies.
So the question is apparently because I got to read it because Eli's on drunk mode right now.
This 25-year-old has a huge mother issue. The man and his wife are both in their mid-20s and had been together for over 24 years. All right, the guy spends more time with his mom than his wife.
Say that again.
Okay, the question is, okay, with this 25-year-old, he has a huge mother issue. The man and his wife are both in their mid-20s and have been together for over 24 years.
Have they been together 24
They've
years
been
if they're mature?
longer than that. Yeah, they've been together since they was straight out the womb. So the guy spends more time with his mom than his wife.
I'm trying to get the age. Yeah, you can't confuse me with the age.
Forget the
Okay,
24.
I'm gonna forget.
Let's say 4 years. Okay, they've
Okay.
been together for over 4 years, and the guy spends more time with his mom than his wife.
Okay.
I think
And they're married.
Yeah, they're married. Go ahead.
Well, Cookie Bitch said, y'all are just so funny. Thank you. Kids ain't even sleeping over nowadays, are they? No, they're
they
not.
don't need to sleep over.
That's
what
what
they're
I'm
gonna
saying.
do is, if they playing the game, they're gonna get up on there and have the voice call and be talking on that. So him having a sleepover, he's bringing that from his generation into
It's just
into
crazy.
this new lifestyle.
It's just crazy. At the end of the
He's
day,
continuing.
we're talking crazy.
He's beating a dead horse.
Yes,
You know?
and he needed to be dumped. Sorry, but so true. You're not ready for a grown relationship. Cookie Picture also said, what? I'm so confused. Married, but living at mom's? No, he's spending a lot of time with his mom.
He's spending more time
So,
with his mom than his wife.
apparently he didn't know there's a rule that when you get married, you leave your father and mother to join together with your husband and wife. I think he forgot that rule. And I tell people this is stuff you need to know before you got married. But since we're already married, we might as well go with it, I guess.
Yeah.
One, you know something's already wrong when the mother is allowing it. So you know what kind of mother you got right there because she's allowing it. Two, like, why did you even marry him? Like, he didn't just have this foundation relationship with his mother. And I know people always say, you know, look how the man is treating his mother, da-da-da-da. But if the mama ain't taught him how to get off the boob or get unconnected to the umbilical cord, then we having some problems. Like, that's just what it is. I don't, there'd be no way any of my sons can spend more time with me than they do their wife. I wouldn't allow it. Like, you better, now you and your wife can come over all the time if that's what y'all want to do is spend time, but we all kicking it. It's going to be a family affair at this time. It's not going to just be me and my son.
The dynamic switches.
Yeah, and I just don't know why there's so many mama boys and why these mama boys think that everybody needs to accept the bull crap in this. But I'm just going to be honest and open with this conversation and let y'all know, stop it. Get off the boob, because you wouldn't want your wife to be that close to her daddy. Period. You just wouldn't. And you would think it looks crazy. You ain't never heard a man write in. I ain't heard it yet. I would love to hear it. Where a man write in and be like, my wife and her dad are just so close together. They're inseparable. And anytime I try to do something, the dad got something to say. He and I married more than anybody. You never hear this. So I don't know what's these women are obsessed with these boys. One, if these are your boyfriend, break up with your son. He should not be your boyfriend. He should have never been your boyfriend or play the role as your boyfriend. Break up with him. I mean, why are we damaging a relationship so you can be more ancestral? I don't know what else to say. I don't even know how to say the word. It's just disgusting, really. It is. It is. Just stop it. Let it go. If you can't let go, then there's a problem. You gotta let go.
I think, again, at this point, is something has to give them again, like you said, both ends. I feel if he's not gonna understand, well, I feel just in general when you're getting married, that person got to be in their place. You have to really figure out your dynamic, and either way it goes, even if you're not putting things properly, one thing's for certain, is you and your partners at the top. That's where it's got to be. So, him spending this X amount of time with really anything else is really irrelevant. I think, it's just a priorities kind of thing. And if you have all that energy towards your partner, your parents still, I mean, why even continue the relationship? But again, we getting Prince Daniel's perspective. We're not necessarily getting the wife's perspective. But
Well, my thing is for the wife. I don't know why you tolerated it for so long. That's something like in the beginning, you'd be like, no, I'm not having this. I'm not competing with your mom. I'm never going to be in competition with your mother because I'm not your mother. I'm just not going to be in competition with her because I'm not your mother. I'm your wife. So as I'm your wife, I'm a reflection of you. You're a reflection of me. We are as one. So we're not doing this. We're not having a threesome in this relationship. And I just don't agree with incest. I just don't, and I'm not going to. And regardless of anything, that's what you're into at this moment. But I don't know why women are so afraid to speak and say the things that they need to say. If you're in fear of losing that man, he wasn't yours in the beginning. Especially, you're never going to win over the mother. And if he's a mama's boy, you don't want him anyway. And just remember that when you have a son, to not be a mama's boy. To having a son and making him your now boyfriend or your man or your whatever. Just don't do it. You see it, you don't like it, don't do it. I can't say anything else about it. I'm going to tell you to go on that conversation. What is it, Total Conversation or whatever that is. Well, they really got explicit with this conversation because it is really one of those things that you need the correct verbiage, and I'm not there.
Yeah, I just think sometimes it penetrates in different ways, and it just depends on how you hear it. But this person, of course, is years into a marriage and still has not had that.
Because you allowed it.
Yeah.
He only could do what you allow.
Yeah.
And my thing is, you need to let him know who you are. One thing my mom told me on my first marriage is I was the wife. And once I penetrated that in my head, because she said it so many times, that I'm the wife, my control was a lot better. I didn't care what anything happened because I'm his wife. You're just a mistress, a hoe on the side. If that's what the mother wants to be, a mistress, a hoe on the side, that's her job. But I'm the wife. So at this household, this is what's going to happen. And you ain't going to see your mom that much. I don't care about you spending time with your mom, doing stuff with your mom, enjoying your mom's company. And we could go over there together too. But what we're not going to do is act like that's your woman. That's not what we're going to do. And she don't have priorities over me. Period. The law has my back. The Bible has my back. I mean, you literally have everything that has your back that states that you are the wife and you come first. Nobody else does. Care if you have kids, I don't care nothing. You come first. And I think until women get that in their head, that's how you walk. And if you can't walk it, because that means you don't believe you're the wife. And that ain't his fault. That's now on you.
Well, Crooked P said, girl, you need a lawyer. It feels icky. And I think that's a good way to handle the conversation that Prince Daniel brought to us today with that situation. It's really definitely something that needs to be worked on, because if you're 4 years into something, it's not going to be easy. It's definitely going to be some tension, but if you don't apply the right pressure or have those proper conversations, nothing is going to give. So, and then at that point, why have a relationship you're living in that's unhappy and you're not moving forward in? You practically have already given up on a relationship. So if you still want that relationship, you still care about all of this, find out how to get it resolved, and that it starts with a conversation, starts with addressing things.
I hope that help Prince Daniel, because you ain't said nothing
Yeah.
since the question. Prince Daniel, we be needing some other conversations in here, because that was a good question. But shoot, we need to know, has she ever had a conversation with him about it? We need to know how deep is this? How much time is he spending with her? We need to know the stuff. Does he go over her house every day? Is the mama coming to their house every day? We need to know, like, is she respecting the other woman? Like, she respecting the wife? Or is she disrespecting the wife? These are questions that really would help.
Well, this next conversation here is a pretty heavy, okay?
I don't know.
So, hope you're getting ready. So, like, different cultures, they, of course, have different standards and different, just beliefs, right? And you might grow up in a household and, that it's different than somebody else. Different, just people are different, right? So, this person grew up in a culture and in a household where it was looked down upon to leave the house early. And that's one thing that they did. They left the house, set up themselves early instead of waiting and going get their full education and all that, really. So they already kind of looked at as like that the red sheep or whatever of the family, right? So they're going on in life, and of course when they were growing up, they was helping take care of their family, helping take care of their parents, grandparents, whatever it may be, and they still have love for their family. Well, they have gone a long time without talking to their family, and they decided to just call, check on. So they called their mom, and ain't really nothing happened with the conversation. It wasn't really going nowhere. It was like dry. It wasn't the conversation that they expected. Oh, you finally called, like they were expecting a real warm, loving conversation. What they got is like, why are you calling? Like, get up off my line. And so they're now at this point where they're like, I just can't believe this. And now, just a couple years away from 30. And they, I guess it's just at this point where they have already detached, but they still want their family in their life in a type of way. But they just not getting the reaction. So what they decided to do are contemplating doing, and are now coming with the question is, should they call their family and tell them that they've been found dead? They're trying to revoke some kind of reaction.
Heck no.
So that's what they have mustered up, this whole idea. They're going to have somebody call and say that they've been found dead. What do you recommend for this person
not to
in this
do
situation?
That? Y'all, see, this is what I'm saying. This is where society needs too much attention nowadays. Y'all just acting stupid. People are not going to react the way you want. And you're going to get your little feelings hurt. Because they might not react the way you want on that one. Mm-hmm. But also, if they do, they pissed off. And now you really ain't getting no reaction from them. Because now they don't want to deal with you. Ain't nobody want to deal with somebody playing no prank like that. That's the stupidest thing I ever heard. Don't do it. Yeah. Please don't do it. And again, I'm going to say it one more time. Don't do it. Period. That's not something to play with.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Y'all don't have nothing else to do. Like literally, I'm saying don't do it. I mean, no. Do not do it. I don't even know if I could say it any clearer. I mean, I could say it in another language. No. Hell no. Don't do it.
Yeah,
that's just stupid. Don't do it.
And, as much as people, they, of course, want a reaction. If this person, of course, is longing for some kind of attention and all that, definitely don't do it. Because like Queen Lenora said, you might think, okay, all right. For one, what if you don't get the reaction that you want? For two, again, let's say they do react in the way that you want. They are, emotional about the situation. You have now messed up your relationship with them. Like, oh, I'm still alive. They're like, they just, you're not going to just come back and be so happy. No, now what you've done is
anger them. They don't trust you anymore. If you
hole.
did die, they ain't going to believe it. Mm-hmm. And now you just no, don't do it. Just don't do it.
Yeah. So I feel we cover that situation right there, and just let that person know not the right direction to be moving in, not the right direction to be stepping
And
in.
stop needing so much attention. You're too dang needy. Figure that out. Go get some counseling and figure out why you're so dang needy. And needed somebody to attention or reaction to whatever you want them to have.
Well, they feel like they was not getting that growing up, so.
Then get some therapy. What part did I mess up?
No, you didn't mess up, but I'm saying that's definitely where that issue is
So, like
coming
I
from.
said, go get some
Get it
help
resolved.
because people are not going to react the way you want them to react because it's your vision of what a reaction is.
Yeah.
Stop being like that. Like, go get some help. You know you need some help when you talking about I'm a fake of death. Go get some help.
Well, Prince Daniel said he goes over to her house every day, but sometimes, when the wife isn't away. All right. Yeah.
My thing is,
When
just
the
stop
wife
it.
isn't away.
He got to understand, no, you ain't doing all that. Period.
Mhm.
And is the mom sick? Like, I need to know. Like, because what if the mom is sick and I'm saying don't go over there? If she's sick, yeah, go take your butt over there every dang day. But, like, you still got a wife to take care of, period.
I just think that's the bottom line.
But it
And-
might not be, because it might be more to the story and I'm not getting it.
Yeah.
Because literally, if the mother is sickly, then yes, he's gonna go over there. That's his mother. He don't know how much time he has with her. He's gonna have as much time as he can with her. And I wouldn't stand in the way of that.
Mm-hmm.
But I just don't think. I think me and my mom have a very close relationship. Just we're really really close. But I still have a husband. Like, no matter what, I still have a husband. And if I'm going to my mom's house, my family's going with me. It's a family affair. The only time I go to my mom's house and I don't take my husband is because we're having ladies' night. That's about it. But it's a family thing. I'm not excluding my husband, and my mom's not excluding him or anything like that. So it's just the way it is. And again, men have control to change the narrative of the situation, and if he's not taking the time to change the narrative, it's on him, and that's who you need to be mad at and fussing with is him.
Absolutely. Well, Crooked P said no good can come of it. This poor individual needs therapy. I'm serious.
Yeah, I'm agreeing.
Faking your own death is a huge cry for help.
And it's a crime.
Yeah, I just think something like that.
It's illegal.
It's not the right choice to make. So
No.
let's not.
And they're
do
going to
that.
commit you, but because something wrong with you.
Yeah.
Because I will commit you.
So don't do that one. We about to close out though. We thank you for being here. We had a really
Yes.
good conversation today. What was your favorite topic for today, Queen Lenore?
I'm going to say my favorite topic was that a sleepover.
And I'm gonna have to agree. That sleepover was a really good one. That's a really good conversation. And unfortunately,
It was crazy.
he didn't win the fight. He didn't fight the good fight. He lost his battle and he lost his woman, and now he's trying to escape the sleepover to get back with her, but it's just too little, too late. But anyway,
Let it go.
Crooked P said, "Love you both."
Love you too, sweetie.
Thank you so much for being here.
Yes.
We appreciate your presence.
Yes, we
Much
do.
love to everybody. We're going to
Yes.
close out by saying,
Remember to love and live each day as if it were your last.
Thank y'all for watching. You
Smooches.
guys have a good one.
Yo.
L&L. L&L. Love and Live Show.
It's hot.
Taste the heat. I'm ready. Love and Live. Let's go.
Love and Live Show.
Yeah.
Motivation speakers. Positive affirmation. Tune in every week. We need a Monday family meeting.
Eli always cheating.
Relationship advice on Wednesday so you don't go creeping. Thursday game time. Come in and unwind. Friday night shout out time. Creators grind and shine. Pop up at the pop up. Shop up at the shop up. Get your bomb.com seasons for your potluck. Tropical morning. For your royalty. Love and Live Empire bringing all the heat. It's time to turn up. It's time to turn up. You wanna wanna taste that heat. Woo. Try to taste the heat. Woo. Hot sauce, that sweet heat is banging like this beat. Woo. Chocolate burning, little mild watermelon. Great heat. Dynamite's the truth. Have you woo?
Bigger nephew. Lenora.
She know it's the truth. Woo. Chris. Everybody love Chris. Love it yourself.
It's the love
Hey,
and live
hey.
show. It's the love and live show.
Love and live.
It's the love and live
We laughing, having fun.
Get up and stay. Love and live. Get up and stay. Love and live.
Love and live each day as if it was your last.
The love live show.
Smooches.
The love live show. And live. Love and live.
Yep.
This is Love and Live Shock.